Boehme. This is our Dale Tiffany Boehme Tiffany style lamp. When I'd mentioned to you before about going to France and being in Paris and things like that. And these are kind of French inspiration.
This is inspired by the French artist Emile Galle.
Okay.
And so this has a little bit different look to it than that traditional Tiffany lamp that you're going to see.
Yeah.
You have all the scrolls into the base. Look at this piece right here. This is the buffet piece.
Oh my gosh.
They're showing you the amber accent ball in this piece.
Look how pretty that is. Here it is live.
Yes.
Too. We'll show it live. This is that little decorative amber piece we were talking about. I would say with these, Kay, these. Would it be okay to say they're a little more dressed up, maybe a little more formal?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But you could put it in that casual spot if you wanted.
Because you could mix that, right?
Exactly.
You could have a casual thing, and all of a sudden this is there, and it's like, that's eclectic and cool and so different, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And these two pieces right here, they're 28 inches tall. So you're getting a really good sized lamp with both of these pieces.
Yeah, and I'll give you an idea. You can sort of see, compared to Kay and I, the size of these. So yeah, a couple of feet tall, a little bit taller on the buffet piece. But so these are your choices. So this is the buffet over here in front of Kay. This is the table lamp. And then over here, this again is the, and I'll grab the little foot thing so I can turn it on and off. This is the table lamp right here. And so it's got a floor lamp. It's got a little push button, little foot pedal. So that's how you turn it on. I love those because you know what? A lot of people that buy these are our senior customers here. And I love that we're dedicating a day to them and helping them out. And so, you know, trust me, I have a floor lamp and it's a sliding one. So I actually tried it. Because it's on a dimmer. Oh, yeah. And I sit there and I tried it. It's a pain in the you know what.
I know.
So this little thing makes life easy.
And on the floor lamp too, you also have that toggle where you can adjust that shade to go up or down.
Yeah, you showed me this before. So you can adjust if you loosen it. The shade, see how it moves?
To make it more accessible to it.
I can lock it like that. It's got little geared teeth. That's why it kind of jumped a little bit. So that'll lock, and then you can unlock it.
And bring
it's
it down.
totally adjustable. The size and the height on this is great. I love this. I love the finial thing on the top. It's like the top of a spear, and then you see all this beautiful handwork. Look at how much goes into each and every piece. If you look at this from top to bottom, thank you, Mike. And you go down, you'll see every little detail of how it's put together, how it's braced, and this has to weigh, it's got to weigh 30, 35 pounds.
Probably.
This is not gonna, you can hear it. It's not gonna tip over. This is a real solid piece. Tell me about this. I love the little decorative.
The little decorative amber ball. It's just an accent piece that we've put on here just to add that little oomph to the piece.
Love it.
And each one of them have it. So you're going to see the stem as it goes down through the piece. It's clear.
If you want, just a quick update, if you want this, which is the floor lamp, which I love, there's only 50 left. I actually bought, believe it or not, years ago, I bought a house, and it was my one big house, you know, Danny was just born, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a house. And I had a designer help with it, and I had 2 of this style.
The buffet.
Floor lamps.
And
lost them in the, which is okay. But they were spectacular. And they were like this. They were like the Tiffany inspired, and they were beautiful. And they were like $700 or $100 a piece.
I know.
I had to be talked into it. The girl was like, no, these are gonna look so perfect in your entryway. You have to get them. And of course, now they're gone and somebody else has them, but that's okay. It's part of life. I get it, it's all good. But I will tell you this, that were spectacular. And these are even better because mine were not Dale Tiffany. I don't know what they were. They were just some designer. But to give you an idea, would you explain again for everybody out there, Kay? Before we do it, let me just tell you, the buffet is $149, the floor is $239, and the table is $269. Explain how these are made again, as far as the glass. And can we run that footage again, too?
Well, you're going to select the glass, the colors of glass that you want in your piece.
Okay.
First
so here we go.
Okay, all right. They're pouring the molten glass right there onto a table, and it's all being rolled out with these rollers, all hand done. Then they take a design, they hand cut each piece, they set it onto the mold and place each one after they have outlined it with copper foil. and then they will go over the piece. They will solder each individual glass inside and out. So when you look inside your piece, it's as beautiful inside as it is outside. And on the buffet right here, we have 348 pieces of glass. No, 248 in the buffet.
In the buffet.
In the buffet.
Yeah.
In the floor piece, we have 348 pieces of glass. In your table lamp, you've got 636 pieces.
That's unbelievable.
And then you have 66 cabochons throughout this piece.
Look at that. And we're spinning it around for you to show you. The detail is unbelievable. You know, I look at this and Paul, my producer, just said the same thing. He goes, can you imagine the amount of work that goes into each one of these? These are not stamped out. These have to be done by hand. I want you to think about what makes an automobile super expensive. Made by hand. We know the ones you're talking about, the ones that involve people that go in there and do everything by hand. And that's why they're expensive. They're expensive because the human element is there. Hey, listen, you know, the mechanized world is wonderful and it allows us to afford the daily things of life and refrigerators and all that stuff. But when it comes to something you're going to decorate your home with, having hands-on stuff is everything. I remember the first time I ever got a painting. I was in Arizona, and this was a pretty famous guy in Sedona, and I was like, and I bought a tiny little thing. It was expensive, but I remember that feeling of like, oh my gosh, I have something that a person made for me. Maybe not for me, but it now was mine, and it was the most prideful moment. I was like, you almost feel like, oh my gosh, that's such a wonderful thing to own something that was done by hand, that somebody took the time to do.
Exactly.
That's what this feeling is when you buy it.
It is. It's all hand done. And on the table lamp right here, let me show you this feature of the pull chains. The pull chains on the table lamp. So you have two bulbs here, so you don't have to light them both, or you can light them both at one time, and then it goes
doesn't
down.
that add to it?
It really does.
To me, like even the style of how you turn it on and off. This, first of all, looks so antique to me, having that there. You know, that beautiful, and it really is a true representation of what amber would look like. You know, in the natural world, that's what it looks like. So they've done a good job there. The coloring, the patina, having the old-fashioned pulls. That's all part of what makes it what it is,
all
you know?
the detail.
And listen, I know you can go to one of the 3 closeout stores and you can buy lamps, which, by the way, even at the closeout stores, and I'm just talking about regular modern lamps, they're not cheap. They're still expensive there, because a lamp is a lamp. There's a lot to it when you make a lamp. You have the base, you have the top, you have the electronics. It's an expensive proposition.
And when you make that purchase of a lamp, that's not something you buy and change out yearly. You're going to have this in your home for years.
Right. It's not like you know, sheets or things like that, which you may buy a new one every year or 2 years. You may buy new sheets. This is something that, like we said, when you own this, your kids are going to own it. Your grandkids will probably own it. This will be stuff where they'll be like, oh, that's Grandma's lamp. I would love if somebody was like, hey, that's Grandma's lamp that he used to love. He used to hang out in that leather chair just to tell jokes.
And it's got a story to go with it.
190 total of all 3. I love this too, because you don't have to make a choice of colors. Also, they've done all that for you. When you buy it, you get colors. You get every color you could possibly want. The softness of how they glow, like I said, the pride of ownership, of owning something that's real art and not something that's stamped out. And like what I was saying, when you go to the closeout stores, you buy a lamp, you see 7 of the same lamp on the thing, and you're like, okay, so I'll have this, and this is just at this one store. There's 150 stores in this state alone.
You might go to a friend and they've got the same lamp.
Everybody's gonna have it. When you buy this, know that you will probably be the only person in your state, county, area, town who has one of these.
Exactly.
So I'm sorry, Paul, say that again. If you want to buy all 3, Flex pay is $130 for the month, and you make that 5 flex. So you can own all 3 for about a little over $100 a month, and you will have them for the rest of your life. I mean, it's just crazy. Anyway, so table lamp, floor lamp, or buffet lamp. You see the prices up on the screen. The buffet is beautiful too. You're looking at it right there, and you could put that anywhere. There's the table lamp. I love that we give you ideas where to put them, because these are decorative art pieces. Just like if you hung a painting, you can't put a painting anywhere. Same with these. They're specifically made to be beautiful accent pieces. They can be very functional too. I mean, they can be on a desk or whatever, but and they make the most fabulous gifts of all time. Okay, our hour is going quickly. So this is